Hey, what's up YouTube? Pastor Matt here. Hey, listen, I have to tell you about one of the greatest joys that I've had in my entire ministry career. Just had my anniversary, 10 years at Faith Church, by the way. Very cool, very cool. We've done so many great things together as a church, as a congregation. But several years ago, when we decided to start our building campaign, we realized we needed more place for our children and teen and youth ministry to be safe. And so we're dedicating a particular building to that. And so we're going to add on some new offices and just reshuffle the campus a little bit. And the elders and I, we had a retreat. I'll never forget this. We decided we don't want to just build our own kingdom here in Brooksville, Florida, but instead we are deeply passionate and concerned with global evangelism and missions. And so what we decided to do is we decided to tithe off of our building project, that we'd give away about 10% of whatever we take in for our own campus, and we would endeavor to tackle a Bible translation project. So what we began to do is to do some research. What tribes, what nations, what people, what ethno-linguistic people group needs to have the Word of God in their own language for the first time? And so we came across the Tugen tribe in the nation of Kenya, and the reason we chose that is because we had some missionaries that grew up in our church that are in Kenya right now, and so we thought we'd partner with them. Through Wycliffe Bible Translators, we have been giving to the Tugen Translation Project now as long as our building campaign has been going on. And what's so exciting for me as a pastor to tell you today is that the Tugen Project is going along excellent. In fact, they have now completed the Gospel of Luke, which I can't even imagine what my life would be like if I did not have Luke in my Bible. The story of the prodigal son, just so many nuances that Luke's gospel brings out. We have 4 gospels in our Bible, but man, Luke is an incredible one of the 4. They're all great, and they should have them all in their own language, and one day they will. So the Gospel of Luke has now been translated and is in the hands of the people. This is amazing. Ephesians, Colossians, James, 1 John, these are all now in community testing for the Tugen people, which essentially means once they have the translation done, they give it out to people in the community to test it, to read it out loud. Now, what you may not know is that not all languages are even written out. They don't even have the orthography. They don't even have the letters, symbols, or signs to convey the sounds in their language. And so you can't just show up and translate the Bible in some places. You have to actually create an entire alphabet, and these things are incredibly complicated. So a big thanks to Wycliffe Bible Translators. So the Tugen Project is being led by a translator, a Tugen man himself in Kenya named Wilberforce. And so please be praying for Wilberforce as he and a small group of his team members continue to work on these books of the Bible. Well, now the book of Luke is done. It's in the hands of the people. They're reading it for the first time, the scriptures in their own language. It's really amazing. And so, as I reflect on my ministry here at Faith Church, I got to tell you, this has to be one of the coolest things that we've ever been a part of. We love the Bible so much at Faith Church. I can't even imagine what it would be like in our church gatherings, our worship times, if we didn't have the scriptures to read and to preach and to pray back to God and to believe the core doctrines of the faith and the Word of God in written form, to ingest into our minds and into our hearts. It's amazing. And man, my passion is just to see the Bible being translated, printed, produced, read, studied, preached all over the world. And so whatever tiny little impact the ministry here at Faith Church can have in the global cause of evangelism, I am all for it. And so celebrate with me, Faith Church. If you're a member of Faith Church, man, we were part of something really cool that is right now just kicking into gear. Those books of the Bible, they'll go on to other ones later on, but those are the ones that they're going to start off with, and hopefully on to the Old Testament one day. But it's so cool, and Wycliffe, the folks there, told us they've never had a church do something like this before. They had all kinds of fundraiser ideas, all kinds of fundraisers, but never before has a church tithed off of their own building program. It's just an innovative thing to do, and so Faith Church is doing it. And celebrate with us. The book of Luke is now done. The letters of Paul are now being translated in James and 1 John as well. So this is all an incredible blessing. Hey, by the way, if you're thinking, man, how can I get involved in something like this? What I'm going to do is pop a link in the description of this video. It's going to take you to our church website, and specifically our giving page, and there's a little toggle down that you can actually toggle down and give directly to Tugen. Tugen Translation Project through Wycliffe Bible Translators. If you would like to join us in seeing the Word of God written, read, preached, and believed in the Tugen people in the nation of Kenya, then you can join us right there on that page through financial support. All right, that's all I have for you today. It's a good day. It's a gospel day, and I love you lots, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.